Greetings, esteemed viewers, and welcome to Techno Hodophile. Today, we embark on a voyage of technical discovery, charting a course towards the uncharted territory of Linux, the ubiquitous operating system powering servers, desktops, and even the devices in your pocket. Prepare yourselves for an enriching journey, for we shall equip you with the tools and knowledge to navigate this digital landscape like seasoned explorers. Hey, you, young mateys, gather round and let me spin ye a tale of adventure, a voyage into the uncharted seas of Linux. Aye, it be a land of wondrous tech and endless possibilities, where knowledge be the compass and curiosity the wind in your sails. I've spent me fair share of years navigating these digital waters, braving the storms of code and weathering the squalls of troubleshooting. And I tell you, there's nothing quite like the thrill of mastering a new command, the satisfaction of building a system from the ground up, or the joy of helping a fellow sailor find their way. So, if you be harboring a thirst for knowledge and a yearning for adventure, then step aboard. We'll chart a course through the fundamentals of Linux, learning the ropes of the command line, exploring the bountiful islands of distributions, and weathering the occasional bug-filled squall together.
How old exactly is the GNU/Linux operating system? Because last week, Linux had a birthday. The Linux kernel celebrated its 30th birthday, and a lot of new to Linux users, especially those that watch my channel, many of you guys are thinking about coming over to Linux from Windows, and you hear stories about Linux celebrates its 30th birthday, and you think the GNU/Linux operating system is actually turning 30. No, because again, GNU/Linux is actually the full name of our operating system, and GNU, the GNU part of that, has actually been under development for about 38 years now. GNU, the project, was announced in September of 1983, so 38 years ago this month actually. So it's celebrating a birthday. Maybe we should celebrate the birth of GNU instead of the birth of the Linux kernel. But nobody ever celebrates the birth of GNU. I don't know why, because that actually is the real start of the operating system, because those guys were actually building GNU's not Unix, right, as a Unix operating system, a Unix-like operating system. Way back then, they just never got a kernel completed. They were working on a kernel, the herd kernel, it just never got completed, and then Linus Torvalds in 1991 created his kernel called Linux. And then the GNU guys worked really hard to make their GNU operating system work with the Linux kernel, so it was a collaborative effort. Too many people give Linus Torvalds and the Linux kernel too much credit for the operating system, because there were so many people that are responsible for the birth of the GNU/Linux operating system. And then, you know, it's not like either Stallman and the GNU people or Torvalds and the kernel team made a GNU/Linux operating system. I mean, if you're talking about distributions, the first distributions didn't appear until 2 years after the start of Linux. I mean, in 1993, that was the birth of Slackware and Debian, late 1993, I think September and October of that year, respectively. So really, how old is the GNU/Linux operating system? If we're talking about releases, you know, it's only about 28 years old. It's not 30 years old. But if you're talking about as far as conceptually how old it is, it's 38 years old. So I just wanted to put this short video out there, because a lot of people seem to think that that 30th anniversary of the kernel is actually the date for GNU/Linux as an operating system. And honestly, depending on how you think about it, our operating system is either 38 years old or 28 years old, not 30 years old. Anyway, peace, guys.
Remember, this journey ain't about smooth sailing. There be challenges ahead, like tangled code and cryptic error messages. But fear not, mateys. We'll face them together, learning from every misstep and celebrating every victory. So batten down the hatches, sharpen your wits, and let's set sail for the land of Linux. It be a journey you'll never forget, filled with knowledge, camaraderie, and the endless satisfaction of conquering new horizons. Now, who be ready for the first watch? Aye, that's the spirit. Let's hoist the sails and make this a voyage to remember. Okay, let's start. You know that the Linux isn't a singular entity. It's a constellation of open-source operating systems bound by a common core, the Linux kernel. This open-source nature fosters a vibrant community where collaboration reigns supreme, propelling constant evolution and innovation. Let's talk about the Linux Foundation.
Gary Cooperstein, and I am the Training Program Director at the Linux Foundation. I am also the author of LFD 301, Introduction to Linux, Open Source Development, and Git. The purpose of this course is to give you familiarity with how open source software development communities work, the procedures that are followed, and methods. You'll get an introduction to how the Linux development process works on Linux systems, and you'll learn in detail how to work with Git, the revision control system that's in wide use throughout the open source community.
Enroll today and improve your open source development skills.
Linux Foundation serves as the lighthouse for this vast open source ocean. They provide a neutral platform for collaboration, nurturing the ecosystem and empowering individuals like yourselves with the resources to embark on your Linux odyssey.
Open source software has become the dominant model for how the world's technology infrastructure operates, from the smallest microprocessor to the largest supercomputers. Use of open source software leads to better and faster development, and widespread collaboration puts more eyeballs on your code, transforming the way people and corporations think and how development gets done. This means understanding how open source software is developed is essential to success in the software industry. The Linux Foundation's Introduction to Open Source Development, Git, and Linux Training course teaches you how to develop open source software.
The Linux Foundation offers a comprehensive training menu catering to every skill level, from absolute beginners to seasoned tech veterans. Their courses are meticulously crafted, providing the theoretical foundations coupled with practical exercises to hone your Linux prowess. Demonstrate your mastery and unlock career opportunities with industry-recognized Linux Foundation certifications. From the foundational Certified Linux Essentials to the Advanced Linux Administrator certification, each credential serves as a testament to your expertise, opening doors to exciting paths. Knowledge thrives on application. The Linux Foundation provides a treasure trove of hands-on labs, complete with solutions and resources, enabling you to translate theory into practice. Experiment, explore, and embrace the inevitable oops moments, for they are stepping stones to mastery. The Linux family is vast and diverse, each distribution offering unique functionalities and catering to specific needs. Explore popular harbors like Ubuntu, Debian, Fedora, and CentOS, and discover the ideal vessel for your Linux journey. The labs are your personal playground where you can test your mettle, experiment with commands and tools, and grapple with real-world scenarios. Don't shy away from challenges, embrace them as opportunities to push your boundaries and refine your skills. Mastering the fundamentals of Linux equips you with the compass and the sails to navigate the ever-evolving digital landscape. With the knowledge and skills gleaned from this voyage, you'll be empowered to tackle challenges, unlock new possibilities, and contribute to the vibrant Linux community. So, venture forth, dear viewers, and conquer the exciting world of Linux. Join the crew. Like and subscribe for more tech tutorials and explorations. Share your Linux experiences and preferred distributions in the comments below. Until our next intellectual adventure, fair winds and following seas.